Let me quickly acquaint you with the 5 bank business credit cards that pull personal Equifax for fair credit and high limits.
One in a million, one in a million, one in a million. You know they're coming up to me, cause I'm just the kind of flower that's stinging from the beat, but the rhythm's getting higher. Go, 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 go. One in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million.
Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sorty Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to familiarize you with the 5 bank business credit cards that pull personal Equifax for fair credit and very high limits. Okay, number 5 we have here Capital One Spark Cash Plus. Our score 8.3 over 10. What we love about this card is that you have unlimited 2% cashback on purchases. Okay, this is really great when it comes to business cashback card. Okay, and there is an annual fee though of $150. Okay, this is really, when you think about it, it's not really that bad compared to the potential perks that you get from the card. Okay, so you have a welcome bonus. You have up to $1,000 in terms of welcome bonus. This is really great. There is an annual fee of $150 that sort of offsets that bonus, but you're still coming out on top anyway. And there's a regular APR with all Capital One Spark Cash. I will say with all Capital One credit cards, the APR is relatively high. Okay, but in terms of the credit score, if you have fair, good, or excellent credit, you can qualify. Not a problem. Here are the pros and cons of this card. The pros: you have a high 2% cashback rate that applies to all purchases. We love that. You have free employee cards, and there are no foreign transaction fees. Here are the cons: no intro APR offer, and no bonus spending categories to boost rewards. Okay, so when you think about in general the highlights of this card, so you earn up to $1,000 cash bonus, $500 once you spend $5,000 in the first 3 months, and $500 once you spend $50,000 in the first 6 months of account opening. Okay, and what we love here is the 2% cashback. The 2% cashback I was just talking to you about. It applies to every purchase, everywhere, no limits or category restrictions. Okay, and you have free employee cards, which also earn unlimited 2% cashback on all purchases, and this is really good. And what we love here is that the rewards will not expire for the life of the account, and you can redeem your cashback for any amount. So this is really important to think about. And one thing I also want to say here is that you actually, in addition to the generous 2% cashback you have on every purchase, you also have a 5% cashback on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. Okay, so this is really good because it can give you some wiggle room if you need to make a larger than usual purchase from time to time. Okay, and one thing I also want to say here is that this is not the card for you if you're looking for extra time to pay off a big purchase. Definitely not the card. They don't offer a balance transfer. They don't have that. Okay, and no, it's more a cashback play. This is a cashback play, and in terms of you have a way to earn rewards. You can redeem rewards. Okay, and there are other benefits that you might want to think about. You have no foreign transaction fee, roadside assistance, extended warranty, card lock, and free employee cards. Number 4, folks, we have here Fifth Third Simply Business. Our score 8.7 over 10. When you think about this card, one thing I want you to think about right off the bat is that you have 1.67 unlimited cashback for every dollar in purchases. Okay, there are no rotating categories, no earning caps, no points expiration, and no annual fee. This is really good. When you compare this with the Capital One Spark Cash Plus that had $150 and annual fee, then you see the difference here. You can track purchases easily with what they call at Fifth Third, they call it the mobile receipt capture and management. This is really good, especially if you were doing a lot of your businesses via mobile transactions. Okay, you have zero liability on card purchases. You have automatic car rental insurance. You have MasterCard ID theft protection. And this is the only thing that we want to say here is that for this Fifth Third Simply Business, you need to have a business checking account at least with Fifth Third. Okay, they do not issue this card to non-Fifth Third customers, so you got to have at least a Fifth Third business account, checking account, or savings account. Okay, and one thing I want to say here is that when you think about Fifth Third Simply Business credit card in general, the card is tailor-made for ambitious small business and mid-sized owners who happen to have a relationship with Fifth Third. Okay, the card has no annual fee, not even for authorized users, meaning it costs you nothing to keep around. Okay, it has a 9-month 0% APR introductory promo on purchases, so it's a great tool if you were to ask us for low or no cost financing. Okay, so the key features you want to remember here with this card is you have introductory APR, 9 months. The regular APR is kind of cool also. It hovers around 12.49% and 23.49%. The card has no annual fee, okay? And you also have access to MasterCard Easy Savings. This is really cool. What we really love with Fifth Third is that they have a dashboard that is really great, that allows you to monitor your expenses. It's kind of cool when it comes to consolidating those expenses come your tax season, in January. It's kind of cool. And one thing also we want to say is that there are additional MasterCard backed cardholder benefits, such as external warranty up to 2 years on items with existing manufacturer's warranties. You have purchase assurance, okay? You have cash flow management tool. You have also a master coverage, which is a separate assurance policy that actually protects financial institutions in case there is a problem with the card. Okay. Now, in terms of credit, the credit that is required, if you have this card, you can actually apply for it using EIN only, without EIN. But if you want to use your social, 600 is the minimum. Number 3, we have here Truist Business. Our score 9/10. So when you think about Truist Business, we love this card because the APR is decent for a business credit card. Okay, you have 10.99% to 19.99%. This is the same for balance transfer. So this card you definitely don't want to use this card for balance transfer, not at all. But you can use this card if you have a big purchase at the business level, because it has an intro purchase APR of 0% for 12 months from account opening date. Okay, really important. So this is something you want to think about. The card has no annual fee. You can add authorized cardholders at no additional charge. Okay, and Truist has done, as you know, the Truist came from the combination of SunTrust Bank and BB&T, and they have come out of that merger powerful, especially when it comes to their digital platforms. So they have a digital account management with Truist Online Banking and Truist Easy Business. Okay, and on top of that, they have QuickBooks integration. So this is really good. If you are a QuickBooks user, you can actually transfer your data, your business card charges, directly into your QuickBooks. Your QuickBooks system, which is great because this actually accelerates things when it comes to financial reporting and tax reporting. So this is really good. And one thing I want to say here is that this Truist Business Visa credit card provides an exceptionally low APR. You have a lengthy 0% intro period for 12 months. Okay, this is really good. And so this is ideal for those who own a small or medium-sized business. If you want a business card with a low APR every day, if you plan to use multiple employee cards and you don't want to pay an annual fee, so this card is great. And there are fantastic business-centric features that you want to think about. Okay, so you have Truist Online Banking Management, Truist Easy Business Access, and Intuit QuickBooks integration. That's what I spoke about earlier. And the card also has no annual fee. They do have a 3% foreign transaction fee though. Okay, they have Visa zero fraud liability. You have EMV chip and contactless payment technology, and you have Visa business protections. And on top of that, they have mobile wallet compatibility through Google Pay and Apple Pay. So you do have a constellation of products and services that come with this card. And the card does not have cashback. So if you're looking for a cashback card, business card, this card will not give this. It will not give this to you. The card also does not offer travel rewards. Okay, this card is great for large purchases, okay, this card is great for balance transfers, and that's it. I mean, not even balance transfers, only purchases, okay? But don't expect cash back or travel rewards with this card. I want to talk to you about number two. Number two, Key Bank Business. Our score 9.2 over 10. So when you think about Key Bank Business, I want you to think about a business credit card that has a decent APR. You are speaking about 10.99% to 20.99%. In terms of credit score range, you have to go from 600 to 850. Okay, they do pull personal Equifax. Okay, and the card has actually a 0% APR balance transfer intro rate. Really good. Okay, so the you have 0% on new purchases for up to 6 months. Okay, the APR, as I said, it goes from 11 to 21%. No annual fee. They do charge foreign transaction fees though. Okay, and they also have a 3% balance transfer fee. So here are the pros and cons. The pros: potentially lower than average purchase APR, 0% APR balance transfer intro rate on up to 2 months, 0% APR on new purchases during the first 6 months, no annual fee, identity theft protection, travel assistant insurance, and KeyBank business card reports to multiple credit bureaus. This is really good. What about the cons? They do require, in some cases, good to excellent credit. They don't offer a sign-up bonus. They don't offer rewards or cashback. They charge a foreign transaction fee of 3%. You don't earn rewards on every purchase, and they also charge a 3% balance transfer fee. Very important to remember, okay? So this KeyBank business card is designed for those small businesses that already bank with KeyBank, okay? They have an average to good credit. This is important to keep in mind. And one thing I want to say here is that you have to understand that KeyBank does charge a foreign transaction fee. They also charge an over limit fee of $39. They charge a late payment penalty of up to $39. Okay, so the cool thing here is that you want to use the card responsibly. You want your employees to use the card responsibly also. And there are other ancillary benefits that come with this card. You are talking about fraud liability. You are speaking about travel assistance. You are speaking about reporting to major credit bureaus. Okay, this is important to think about. And the last thing I want to say is that if you want to apply for this KeyBank business card, you can apply online, you can apply at the nearest branch, or you can apply over the phone, depending on your situation, okay? But it's very important to first have a relationship with the bank, okay? Because they will ask you for your bank account, they will ask you for your EIN, which is important also. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweaty Kiwi Show. I'm just talking into this conversation about the 5 bank business credit cards that pull personal Equifax for fair credit and high limits. Number 1, the best of the best in our view, the Bank of America Business Advantage Customized Cash Rewards Credit Card. Our score 9.5 over 10. So this is a card that gives you up to 3% cash back. Okay, so you can earn 3% cash back in the category of your choice. 2% cash back on dining purchases, and unlimited 1% cash. So you can receive a welcome bonus of $300. There's no annual fee with this card. The APR, the regular APR, is decent. It oscillates from 14.49% to 24.49%. Okay, and this applies to purchases and also balance transfers. Okay, and so we love this card because you can build credit with the card, and for business owners who max out the 50,000 annual spending on the bonus categories, the rewards are substantial for a no annual fee card. Preferred rewards for business members can make out like a bandit with the 25 to 75% reward bonus, okay? And the foreign transaction fee means it's best to keep this card at home when traveling overseas, or you don't want to use this card also to shop on foreign websites where transactions are denominated in non-US in currencies that are different from the US dollar, okay? So here are the pros. You have an introductory APR offer on purchases. You have a 3% cashback rate on the spending category of your choice, and preferred rewards for business members earn a 25 to 75% bonus. Here are the cons. You do have a foreign transaction fee. You have 2% and 3% bonus categories that have a combined annual spending cap of $50,000. And there's no intro APR offer for balance transfers, okay? So this is something you need to think about. And one thing I want to say in general here is that with this card, you get a $300 tip and credit online bonus after you make at least $3,000 in net purchases in the first 90 days of your account opening, okay? So the card has no annual fee, and cash rewards, very important, do not expire, okay? So you can earn the 3% you can earn 3% cash back in the category of your choice, okay? And one thing we want to say here is that you can redeem your cash back as a deposit into your Bank of America checking or savings account, as a card statement credit, or as a check mailed to you. It's totally up to you. And you can earn up to 75% more cash on every purchase if you have a business checking account with the Bank of America and you qualify for their highest preferred rewards for business tier. This means you can earn up to 5.25% in your selected choice category and up to 3.5% on dining purchases on the first $50,000 in those combined purchases each calendar year, and up to an unlimited 1.75% cashback on all other purchases. If you have made it so far, I want to give you a bonus. And this is another gem that we have actually unearthed when we were doing research. And this is the Citizen Bank Business Platinum. Okay, this is a great card. We love the card. And our score 8/10. And with this card, you have a purchase APR and a balance transfer APR that oscillates from 8.24% to 19.24%. Okay, and the credit score range that is acceptable here is 600 to 850. So this is pretty good. So overall, this is a card that actually offers an introductory 0% APR rate on balance transfers for up to 7 months, which is really, when you think about it, kind of short, but it is still what it is. You have a 0% APR on new purchases up to 7 months also. They have great APRs. You know, the delta is really good. You have 8 to 19%. It's really good. They do charge foreign transaction fees, okay? And in some cases, they might actually have, they might ask you for some security. Like this card depends. This card can be a secure card or an unsecured card. It really depends on the location of the location you're applying from. Okay, so this is something that Citizens does. They do on a case by case basis. Okay, and so the card has multiple benefits such as credit card perks, emergency support, identity theft protection, purchase protection, travel accident insurance, and fraud protection. Okay, so here are the pros and cons. Pros: potentially lower than average APR. You have a 0% APR on balance transfers, on purchases, multiple business credit card perks, travel accident insurance. Okay, and they do report to multiple credit bureaus. Here are the cons. They don't offer no sign-up bonus. There's no rewards or cashback. They charge a foreign transaction fee of 3%, and you don't earn rewards on every purchase. Okay, so really, when you think about the Citizens Bank Business Platinum, this card, as I said, it comes in two versions. It can come as a secured card or as an unsecured card. Okay, so this is actually, it depends on your business profile. It depends on your location. I would say very important. But long story short, if you opt for the secured card, you can build credit with it, in which case you will actually put up a refundable deposit before you qualify for a line of credit. If you choose the unsecured option, and if Citizens agrees to grant you an unsecured line, you don't have to put up any collateral. Okay, it's also important to always have the relationship with the Citizens. Okay, the card does charge a foreign transaction fee of 3%. Keep that in mind. So this is another card you want to use abroad or on a foreign website. Okay, and so they do report to all the three reporting the three credit report agencies. Okay, very important to remember. Before I close to this conversation, let me just talk to you about how to get a business credit card that pulls personal Equifax, because this is actually the topic of today's conversation, right? And you always want to be on the right side of things. In other words, you want to contact the issuer first and make sure that you fulfill their requirements. In other words, you want to determine your eligibility. Because your business has a specifics in terms of operations, in terms of length of credit history, in terms of financial stability and whatnot. It's important to see that there is harmony between what the issuer is asking for and what you can provide at the business level. So you want to determine your eligibility. You also want to gather required documentation. So required information, we're talking about annual revenue, okay, your business's name, your registered address, number of employees, your estimated spending needs, and also your EIN. Those are quintessential elements, okay? You need to research your options, okay? Maybe Key Bank is not right for you. You want to try Truist. You want to try Bank of America. You want to try Capital One. It's totally up to you. You want to check your credit before applying. So in this case, you want to focus on your Equifax credit score to make sure that it is accurate. You want to check your credit report to make sure that there are no adversarial items, derogatory items that can actually cripple your business credit card application efforts, okay? And then you want to apply for your business credit card, okay? Make sure that you have your type of business and industry designation, your legal business structure, the number of employees on payroll, okay? And your approximate annual business revenue, very important. And you can get approved for a business credit card the easy way. Just make sure once you're approved, please, you want to avoid maxing out any personal or business credit cards you already have. In other words, you're trying to control your credit utilization ratio. You want to keep that ratio very low. The lower, the better, okay? You want to apply for a new credit sparingly. So because you're trying to minimize the hard inquiries on your reports, and you also want to identify the correct business structure to list. Okay, so this is important. Do you want to be a sole proprietorship, or do you want to be a single member LLC? Do you want to be a multi-member LLC? Do you want to be a corporation, a C corporation or an S corporation? It really depends on you. Let me give you a few pro tips before we close the conversation. So when we talk about business credit cards, especially those that pull a personal Equifax for fair credit and high limits, you really need to understand how business credit cards work in general. Okay, they're a different animal when it comes to business credit card compared to personal credit cards. First of all, the limits are higher. Okay, because as a business, you're not going to spend only $500. But if you're an individual, $500 is maybe good for you based on your situation right now. So high limits tend to be higher, but so are the requirements, the strictness of the requirements. So you'll be asked to provide things like tax ID number, your address, your phone number, your email address, your business's legal name, okay, the structure of your business. And in some cases, some credit card issuers will ask you to provide licenses and permits to show proof that you have the appropriate licenses and permits based on your industry, okay? So those are really important things to keep in mind. And one thing I also want to say here is that you need to understand the benefits of business credit cards in general, okay? Besides higher credit limits, they also help you build business credit. And that's what you want anyway. I mean, whether you are a new LLC or you are an existing business, you still want to be in a position where you can constantly build business credit. In other words, you want to make sure that the credit card that you're going, the business credit card that you are going for, actually reports to Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax Business, or Experian Business. There are other ways, you have SBFE, LexisNexis. So those are things you need to think about. And one thing I want to say here is that it's definitely up to you. It's definitely up to you how you want to use your business credit card. One thing I always want to say, and this is based on our research, is that you want to start where they already know you. You want to start building a relationship, and then you want to apply for a business credit card at the institution with which you already have a relationship. Okay, it's better that way because they probably have your banking, your checking account, your savings account. They can see your cash inflows and cash outflows, so they can actually use that data to grant you the high limits you need and deserve. Okay, you got to be in a position where you constantly get a high limits when it comes to a business credit cards. That's what you want anyway, because why apply for a business credit card, go through all that process, and then at the end they give you a measly $1,000 as credit limits? Nobody wants that. Before I do a recap, please check out our credit card evaluation approach video. We have a rigorous method on this show when it comes to evaluating, categorizing, and listing credit cards, including business credit cards. Thank you so much for your attention. In today's conversation, I was talking to you about 5 bank business credit cards that pull personal Equifax for fair credit and high limits. Number 1, we have a Bank of America Business Advantage Customized Cash Rewards Credit Card, 9.5 over 10. Number 2, we have the KeyBank Business, 8.2 over 10. Number 3, we have here Truist Business, 9 over 10. Number 4, we have Fifth Third Simply Business, 8.7 over 10. Number 5, we have here Capital One Spark Cash Plus, 8.3 over 10. And in the bonus category, we have Citizens Bank Business Platinum. Our score, 8 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.